of Chester. CMPRadio.net. It's the station.
CMPRadio.net. It's the station. Listen, man, let's cultivate together. Bring us all your show ideas. Content creators, we're looking for that. Videographers, we're looking for that. You can be a part of the next great big thing that takes place right here in Chester, Pennsylvania. Let's cultivate together, man.
Chester, what's up? It's your boy CEEZ. I'm back every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. CMP Radio, Kickin It Wit CEEZ. Y'all already know. Let's get active.
Shit. Scuds and Maserati. Ha. I'm giving them hope. You giving them hell. You filling with pride. Then you send them to jail. I'll give them a dream, I said, and you'll never fail. Just don't ever lie, and don't ever tell. I'm giving them hope. You giving them hell. You filling with pride. Then you send them to jail. I'll give them a dream, I said, and you'll never fail. Just don't ever lie, and don't ever tell. Put it in your pocket, for they come in pockets, you nigga. That's when they sit you on your pocket with a Glock to you, nigga. He ran out of time, ain't make it to the hospital, nigga. His body cold, the stick inside him. He a popsicle, nigga. It always be the ones like guns, you know I got you, my nigga. That fuck around and rock you, and I ain't talking foxes, my nigga. They fuck around and pop you, and I ain't talking sock you, my nigga. I'm talking blood up on the floor, they gotta mop you, my nigga. I'm from a city where it's 2 schools, one you gotta go. Imagine if you had a funeral and don't nobody show it. Gotta hurt even when you die. Your baby mama heard you dead, she ain't even cry. Now who gon' raise your son? They ain't gon' teach him how to read, but how to raise a gun. They got him standing on the corner in the blazing sun. You know when it's summertime, the Lord is taking some. It might just be your family that he taking from. I'm giving them hope, you giving them hell. You filling with pride.
Yeah, what it is, man. It's another Wednesday, man. Y'all tuned in. I appreciate y'all coming through to kick it with your guy, man. Got a very good brother sitting with me, man. We go back, man. Like 4 flats on a Cadillac with the spare in the back. You hear me, man? Got my good brother Josh coming through, man.
What's up, baby? I'm here.
What's up, man? You know what I mean? My good brother got a lot going on, man. You know what I mean? He out here. He's active in this community, man. You know, as you just seen, he pulled up at the Peace Walk representing the G-Vine group. Shout out to the G-Vine and making a change. And also Chester Community Coalition for putting that thing together, man. It was a great joint. Definitely a great joint.
Definitely a great experience, too, bro. It was nice to see the community come out that way. And big ups to you, too, bro. You definitely, man, you inspired me a whole lot. And like you said, we go way back to what, SKD days.
Facts. Elementary school shit.
So it was a blessing, man, just to see men of our era and men of our caliber out there doing what we got to do to support our community. That's really major, and we just need more of that.
Absolutely. We need a lot more of that. Uncle P, man, what's up, bro?
Yo.
How you? Yo. What's up with you, my boy? How you feeling, man?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling.
Glad to see you in the building.
Yeah, gain some perspective.
Yeah,
over
man.
the weekend. You feel me? Gotta put you first.
Gotta put you first, no matter how much or how hard we working. It's always important to put you first.
Yeah, you
take care of yourself.
Pouring into 1,000 cups, man, literally. And if ain't nobody pouring into you,
You
go
get
empty. You feel me?
fast too.
And it hurts you while you pouring out, right? So, you know, yeah. Got a little sick this weekend, you know. Thanks for coming through after the March, because I wanted that to happen, man. I'm in that joint going crazy. You feel me? I'm like, we got to be there. You know, we got to get this done.
Leslie held it down. Shout out to
Major.
Leslie and Ed,
Shout out
man.
to Leslie.
They held it down. And it was nice, man. I got to sit down with Brother Raheem. You know, he don't do too much public speaking unless he doing his events.
Right.
Sat down with Gio, Dr. Dawkins from the Coalition. It was somebody else I sat down with.
Joshua's, what's the, 10 of Life.
Oh, yeah, Tyron Ricks. I mean, shout out to the 10 of Life.
I was about to call him you, Josh. My fault.
I was trying. Listen, Josh was moving, man. It was so much going on out there, John. It was a lot. It was a nice, great opportunity
We had a nice turnout.
for the community. You know, like normally, you know, most walks in with speeches.
Right.
You know, so we came up with the idea we gonna speak a little bit, but we gonna do like a little community day.
Yeah, why not?
And it was the first annual June, so next year it's gonna be bigger.
Who wants to be yelled at?
And I definitely slid down there for my free
Talking to that
bars,
mic,
water
Josh.
ice.
Can't hear you, man. Get
I
close to
said I
that mic.
definitely slid down there
about to
for
say,
my
don't get
free
nervous.
bars, water ice.
Definitely got the free VARs. And you know what's crazy? I think that was only like the second time I had VARs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I went. And it's crazy because I live right up there with VARs.
but you rather go to Readers.
I don't go to Readers at all. When I do get water ice, I get it from the city.
Okay.
So I'm just not a heavy water ice cream eater.
Yeah, neither am I. Neither am I. But
Shout out to VAR.
I feel like everything that happened that day is just a culmination of everything that we're doing, everywhere that we're working. But again, we have to talk, right? People have to see us working. People have to hear us working. You know what I mean? And you have to want to be involved, man. If you're watching this podcast right now, you feel like you want to be involved with change. It's hard. It's hard work to get involved with change, bro. Like all the bumps and bruises and scratches and kicks and people talking about you and people saying this. It's hard when you change your life. Literally, I posted something last week. I was like, everybody love you when you out there getting money. You change your life and want to give to your community. You wake up, like literally. You ain't half awake. You fully awake and you understand that you can change a lot. It's hard. It's absolutely hard, man. So I want anybody that's out there, anybody that feels the urge, like, this ain't for me. Like, doing this ain't for me. I understand the money. It's addictive. You feel me? Like, that's another thing we got to treat. Not just substance abuse. We got to treat money abuse, like literally.
Listen.
Because there's never enough. You will never make enough money to be satisfied because every portion you make, you spend.
Yo, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, motivational videos, and one of my guys is Denzel Washington, and he was talking to a basketball team. He was like, "Yo, I never seen a Brinks truck behind a hearse. Like I never seen it. So we chasing something that's not really going to change our community right away. Does money make things easier? Absolutely, but is that what we need to really change our community? No. It's the knowledge, it's the education.
Absolutely. More money, more problems, man. And, you know, that's kind of one of the things that people get misconstrued with the work that we do. You know, if you about the dollar, then you're not gonna last long in this. You feel me? Because you gotta genuinely care. You gotta genuinely put the effort forth, and it's tiresome, and it's gonna be hard days.
It's hard because we out here doing what we doing, but I think the misconception is that life don't show up for us. It's like people kind of see us as Superman, sort of. You know, we out here, we putting our life out there, we sharing our story, and I'm working with kids every day, and I think people misconstrue that, yo, I got a whole life happening too.
Facts.
So sometimes, you know, when I'm pouring into people, I'm pouring from a cup that's only half full to start with.
Right. They don't even think they dig it.
Yeah,
like you said,
so
the image of us is definitely
big ups to the
different.
men that we see out here doing what we do, bro. Like, that's major. When I see men and the women out here genuinely, like, pouring their heart out, I know what it takes to get there. Like, I'm literally the poster boy for, like, change. Like, you know, man, it's 10 and a half years of incarceration, losing my 14-year-old son to suicide. it's like, man, surviving all that. I tell people all the time, I'm the wrong person to look at it and be like, yo, I can't do this because I got a record. Like, nah, I'm gonna tell you a liar right to your face.
A liar right to your face. I used to say the same thing. I can't do that. I can't get involved with that. I got a record, and literally they proving me wrong, bro.
Facts. I was about to say, I think all three of us can attest to that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Evolution, and that's evolving. You know, when you evolve and become a better person, first of all, now you got me on this. I'm gonna put the definition. We're gonna talk about the definition.
The definition.
I can't even say it. I sound like you in the morning meeting. Let me get my shit together.
You already know I had it ready.
We're gonna talk about good. Yeah. Well, you can read it good because my jaw wasn't
I'm
aligned.
gonna give them the second definition according to Google: the gradual development of something, especially from a simple to a more complex form. See, when we thought what we was doing, selling the drugs was simple. Busting that pistol was simple. Graduating and being out here and going through the struggle, sometimes living paycheck to paycheck, sometimes not knowing how you're going to make it, but determined not to ever go back, that's when it get complex. That's when it get real.
Absolutely.
When you serving hundreds of kids, but you got to go to court and fight to see your own, that's when it get complex. And how do you stay a course? How do you keep going? When you lose a child, how do you keep going? It's days that I wake up still, bro, that I don't know how I made it. So I know it's nothing but God. But I know that I take that same love and I pour it into everything I do, and that's how I keep them alive.
Absolutely, that's dope. That's deep, man. You know, I can't imagine. I don't know. I just can't imagine. You know, I got a family member who's also lost a son, so I know the effects it could have on people, and I just, I try to be there for him, and it's just, I know it's hard. That's something like I couldn't imagine how I would want to push forward, like, but I commend those for being that strong, and continuing to honor and cherish that loved one's memory and continue pushing forth, because I know that's what your son would want. You feel me? He would He would love to see the man that you are right now.
It also taught me a valuable lesson, though, bro. It taught me that. I wrote in one of my speeches, it's a part of my inheritance collection, and I talked about time. And, sometimes we set these alarms in the morning. Sometimes we plan these days, we plan these big events, and it makes us arrogant. Like we control time, but we don't. Time not promised to nobody. So I always ask people like, yo, what are you doing right now? We could be great complainers. We got 1 million great complainers. We got 1 million people that's gonna say what's wrong in the community. We got 1 million people that's gonna tell us what we doing wrong in the community or how we should be doing something. And I tell people all the time, yo, I can't do nothing for nobody, but I can help you with everything. I can't do nothing for you, but I can help you with everything. Because nobody did nothing for us. They helped us with everything, and we was able to put ourselves in a position to finally accept that help that was in front of our face. And that's another big part. We gotta know that the help is there. Always tell people, it's like, yo, if you watching this live right now, you know better. Like, you can't walk away from this and say, yo, I don't know Josh Shockley from Making a Change Group. I don't know that I could go somewhere and find help. I don't know that I could go holler at CEEZ about curbing gun violence. You know now. It's like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep being a great complainer, or are you gonna show up?
Let's get active, man. That's what I tell them. I mean,
it's hard though, CEEZ, because it was hard for me.
Absolutely.
It's hard for Josh, and it was absolutely hard for you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Constantly telling you, though, bro, you can do this. Literally, I got faith in you because I know what I went through. You see what I'm saying? The last 5 years of my life ain't been easy
At all.
Man, nowhere, nowhere. Losing friends, losing people that you thought would be with you forever, bro. You feel me? It's like, oh, nah, I ain't really lose you. I just moved into another room. Like, I still got love for you. Like, if you hit me up on the phone and say something wrong, I'm going to come.
Right.
Because I still love you. But just because we don't hang together, we don't talk every day, don't mean I lost any love for you. You feel me? You still my brother, especially if we went through something together. You know what I mean? So you have to be okay with stepping away from people. Like, you have to be okay with saying, that's not for me no more. You feel me? I'm on a whole nother wavelength. Like, your reception shouldn't even allow that picture to come in. It should be fuzzy. As soon as it come in, like, yeah, that's not a good look. I'm out, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later. You feel me? And I had to do that. I had to stop going out. I had to stop hanging out. You feel me? I had to stop going to Philly. I had to stop taking trips. You feel me? Because I wanted this radio station to be and service this city and this county. You feel me? Communication is key, bro. Without communication, we ain't got nothing.
Nah, that's fact.
Every relationship, bro. Business relationship.
Personal relationship.
You feel me? School. If you're not communicating with your kid's school, who's losing? Your kid.
That's a fact. I'm very active. I'm very active on the school. Oh, listen, every school my kids went to, they know me.
Always telling kids,
know
man.
me. Even when the moms was around, they know me.
Education is the one thing can't nobody take from you. Can't nobody run up on you with a gun and say, yo, give me all your knowledge. I could tell you everything, but I can't just give it to you. You can't take it with you. It's still mine. It's going to die with me. It's the most powerful thing in this world, what you know. It's the most powerful thing in the world.
That's why they hide information from us in the books, because the average man ain't picking up a book.
It's an old saying, bro. It go back to slavery, right? It says, if you ever want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book, because they don't read.
Absolutely.
It still exists to this day. People don't read.
I think my problem with reading is I don't finish.
You start a book, but you won't finish it.
When I show you all the books that's just laying around in this station, you understand what I'm saying? Like, all the books are just laying around in this station.
Bro, I'm going to tell you what really helped me out with that,
man.
Right?
Got 100 books.
I was the same way.
Literally.
Put yourself in a book club, bro. Start one. Sometimes having an accountability partner is it's like when you go into the gym, right? They say it's always better to work out with somebody. When you join in the army, they say it's always better to join with somebody, to have that partner, that accountability partner. Join a book club. That's what I had to do. I was the same way.
We gotta start a Black Brothers book club.
Let's do it.
What's up? What's up, CEEZ?
I'm down.
I'm with it. I mean, like, what I'm be like, no, I can't. You know what I mean? I'm on the air. I gotta say yeah. Like,
you ain't gotta say yeah.
Like, nah, because I do need to read more. Because, you know, when I've never, since I graduated high school, I never really finished a book until I went to jail. I read like 2, 3 of them.
Crazy how you get enthralled.
But it was nothing else to do. I was like, all right, well, can't sleep all day. I'm gonna read this book. My celly was a nut. All he wanted to do was sleep and fart. So I'm like, I'm gonna read this book. And
trying to sleep his days away, bro.
I mean, that's cool.
I did that when I was out the county.
I mean, it's cool. He was sleeping not because he was sleeping because he was high.
10.5 years, I done read so many hood novels that I could probably read the first 3-4 chapters and know how the book going.
And know how the book exactly.
All right, Ray gonna die. Cookie gonna take over. That's gonna be part 2.
That's how it go.
Yeah, it's really the same story, different.
We gotta
book.
read. What we gonna name the book club?
You just said the Black Brothers or the
Black Men read too.
Kings reading with kings.
No, my fault.
I'm just saying it's like, you know, everybody. I don't want to say that neither.
Nah.
I'm gonna say everybody ain't king status yet, man. Every brother don't deserve that label as kings. I mean, they eventually can be kings.
Yeah, we want to inspire
can inspire them, but
yeah, that's the
that word
inspiration.
king sometimes is a little too strong for people that's not ready to be labeled a king. You feel me? It's too strong sometimes. They hear that, they like, because even just now, just saying, I'm like, and I'll consider myself a king, but it's like, I know how most people are like, nah, I don't want to go over there with them brothers. They you know.
There are all different types of kings. There are good kings. There are bad kings. There are mediocre kings. There are kings that lead. Like, I'm not
disputing that, but the word in this community, when you hear the word king right now, it's just like it's too strong for some people that's not ready to be.
They are not ready. Just because you call somebody, it don't mean that's who they are.
And
they
we can speak it into existence. We plant the seed. They might not then look at themselves as a king before we said it to them.
Nah, that's absolutely facts. But as far as naming a book club, I don't know. That's a little.
There goes CEEZ. Here you go.
Yeah, man. Listen, somebody got to be the one to say it, man. I can't always agree with everything.
No, you're not supposed to.
You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. And hell of it's a lot of time my opinion is wrong, and I'm fine with that. But it's still my opinion.
I'll never tell you your opinion is wrong, because to a point, you have a point.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
absolutely.
Your skepticism is valid. So I'll never tell you you're wrong. I'm just asking you, just listen to me for a couple seconds, just before you shoot something down.
I wasn't shooting it down.
You really shot it down. You said you wasn't doing it.
I didn't say I wasn't doing it. I just said You know,
Nah,
we go through this
technically, bro, you
every
said-
week. He
Technically,
put words
though,
on
bro,
my
you shot
microphone.
that joint that.
Yeah, you shot it. You gotta admit.
Well, I
that.
be the one. Call me.
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
one.
I
Bang
mean,
bang.
Yeah, you was the shooter.
Pecos Kids, bang. Pecos Kids, bang. Temptations is my movie.
That's a part of evolution, though. You know,
Absolutely.
I'm saying and seeing that. You know what? Damn, I should have hopped on that joint. I mean, I should have went down the street and did that. The old me wouldn't have did nothing like that. Like literally, I wouldn't even be in a position to do the things that I'm going to do in the future if I would not have put my gun down, put my drugs down, and say fuck it. Like I owe this community my life, literally. You feel me? Because I helped destroy it. You feel me? I helped put it on the noose, bro. Literally. Now I'm trying to hack away at the rope before the joint give way and it kills me. So, you know, I feel like there's nothing I can't do. There's nothing I won't do with other people. I forgive shit all day, bro. Like I go backwards and do business with you. You can literally sit in my face, cuss me out, call me the worst motherfucker in the world, and walk out that door. I'll never close it behind you.
He be sending subliminals too. I just want you to know that was directly towards me. But I get it.
You feel me?
I can dig it.
Like I'll never close the door behind you. Come back in. You want to talk? Let's talk. Let's understand where we left. You feel me? And let's never go there again. You feel me? But let's move forward.
But that's the difference between conditional love and unconditional love.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? When love is based upon condition, that's not really love.
That ain't love. That's a heavy light.
That ain't love. That's a contract.
Right. Literally.
That's what that is. It's not love. It's a contract. I'm giving you this. You giving me this.
Mm-hmm.
When it's unconditional, man, I don't care what you do. I still love you
I still love you.
because I see something in you that you might not see, and I get it because I've been there before. Because somebody seen something in me that I didn't see. Somebody took their time with me. This didn't just happen.
I applaud y'all because I ain't there yet.
You
I can't give everybody unconditional love. I'm sorry. I give everybody
no,
a chance.
no, don't get me wrong. I don't.
But
that's something. No,
I can't just.
I've been through too much to give it to just anybody. Nah, you gotta.
I'm capable of unconditional love, but I don't have it for everybody.
So then it's not unconditional.
Only
definition
people that
of
I got unconditional love for is these babies.
Right. The definition of unconditional love is exactly what Josh just said, right? Loving people.
And I said I can have it for certain people, but I can't.
On the basis, right? Not that you don't love me back, but on the basis of your behavior. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
We all know people that have done things for them in a situation. You feel me? So if you're moving for you, I don't see that as a slight against me. That's just for you, right? You need to do that so you can attain whatever. I understand we got to do this shit together. I understand it's going to take more than just one person to knock a wall down.
Without a
I
doubt.
understand it's going to take more conversations. Everybody got their own set of skills, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have the same skills you got. I ain't got the same skills Josh got. Y'all ain't got the same skills that I got. But if we have unconditional love for each other, it's like, yo, he's moving for him. That's CEEZ situation. That's CEEZ lane. Josh is moving Josh. That's Josh's lane. Pierre is moving for Pierre. That's Pierre's lane. Nobody said we can't tow a whole motherfucking city down the street.
So for me, I would say that I have unconditional love for change, right?
Right.
And in the midst of my unconditional love for that change, once I have an intimate relationship with you and I know like, yo, this somebody that's trustworthy, this is my folks, then we could gain that unconditional love status. But I definitely got unconditional love for change. So when it comes to change or implementing change, I'm all for it. Right. And if you're somebody that needs to be a part of that change and you're somebody in our community that wants to be a part of that change, you are an extension of that love. Mm-hmm. Now once we get that intimate relationship, now that's a different level of unconditional love because now I have that personal unconditional love for you.
Right. That's major. I understand that.
I like the way he broke that down.
Yeah, because it's a difference. I don't want people to be like, oh, you know, oh, they don't love nobody. That ain't unconditional. It's fake love. You know, I already know how the social media thing gets. Right, somebody take that
and run with it.
No, it's not that. Yo, we got unconditional love for change. You know what I mean? So if you're a part of that change, you're an extension of that love. But you don't get that personal love until we get personal.
Well, I think right now you kind of need to, because you never really explained to him what it is that you do. You know, we just jumped right in the conversation. So go ahead and explain to him what it is you actually do on a day-to-day basis.
So I'm the lead youth development specialist for Making a Change Group. one thing that I'm tasked with that I love is actually I get the chance to revise the curriculum. And if nobody knows what that is, it's like I'm literally in charge of the process as what our mentors are teaching, how they're teaching it, and then in the format that they're teaching it. And this was a long road, man. I started my career, and shout out to the state of Delaware. Like, seriously, like they was the first people that really gave me a shot. I started out working for a place called Connection CSP as a residential aide, working with mental health. From there, I took a class for case management. I became a case manager there. And I remember I applied for the state of Delaware. True story. And my brother know this already because I told him, but when I first told my brother, I said, yo, bro, I applied for the state of Delaware. He looked at me, he laughed. He was like, come on, bro, go get your CDL. You crazy, man.
Go get your CDL.
Yeah, you got a record, man. Ain't nobody hire you, man. You tripping. The state of Delaware, bro, like, you know what I mean? And I went in the interview, and I remember beating out 3 people with a master's and somebody with a doctor's degree. I remember when they first offered me the position to be the state service navigator, bro, as a government liaison, me, a convicted felon. From there, I chased my heart. I moved down North Carolina. I stayed down there for about 7 months, came back, and I applied for Delaware County, EDSI. My son had just passed away, so literally I had an interview scheduled the next day when I got the call. I was in bed early waiting when I got the call that my son was in the hospital. And so I ended up taking that job. In hindsight, 2020, when I look back now, I should have never even took the job. I wasn't ready. But I still, you know, I succeeded in it. I had a great experience there. But literally, I had an office on the first floor of the Chester Police Station, bro. I never forget the first time I let Otis in with my key card to the side of the police station. Boop. Let him in. He like, yo, I know you from somewhere. And I was like, come on, Otis, this is going to come to you. Like, I'll holler at you. I got off on the first floor. He went up. Fast forward, like 3 weeks later, I let him in again. Mind you, he the commissioner. I'm letting him in with my key, the convicted felon, the same person he knocked upside the head years ago. I'm letting him in now with my key. He was like, yo, I know you. He said, Josh Shockley, he said, yo, come up to my office, please. And we went up there, busted up, man, and it was crazy, man, that's when it hit me. He was like, bro, do you realize that you just let me in the police station? Like, you just let me in. Like, this is, like, he was so amazed. But that's when I got amazed. It was like, damn. From there, I left there. I went back to Connections for a little bit. And then from Connections, I landed a job working with Making a Change as the lead youth development specialist. So I'm literally like the poster boy for reentry. I went through everything. Everything there is to know about reentry. It's like, bro, I did it. Like, I went through all the struggles, all the tears, all the crying, all the child support battles. Still out there. I'm still going to court. It's like, it's real. It's real, but now my community don't see that. My community won't never feel that. The babies that I teach in school, they won't ever feel that, because the objective is to get us to a place where we better. The objective is to get us to a place where we elevate and where we are evolving. And you won't need to put nobody on child support because we raising solid men. You won't need to put nobody on child support because we raising solid women. We won't need the justice system to intervene with our families because we bringing back the village.
The village.
We need it.
We need it.
We need it.
And we got all the right pieces.
All of them.
Listen, man.
We got all the right pieces.
If anybody watching right now who ain't inspired by that story, listen.
Yo, shout out to Dr. Margot Lewis Ja. Yo, I'm the co-host on Out in the Open with Dr. Ja. Big shout out to her. Go on YouTube, the Ja Experience. and check us out, man. It's really dope. Dr. Ja is a black female doctor that's actually right here from Chester, bro. Like, she's super duper dope.
She don't know nothing about CMP Radio.
Yeah, you gotta
bro,
come up
she
here,
coming,
Doc.
bro. I'm trying to get her on. I'm trying to get her on the show, bro. To come
all
up here
right,
with me
we-
and CEEZ tomorrow.
My fault.
So
Yeah, we
I know
gonna sit
she
back.
watching because she called, man.
Right.
Get on this show. Get on this show tomorrow.
You can't let that piece of information you just threw out slide past right there. What you say tomorrow's going down?
Oh man,
What's going down tomorrow?
It's going down, bro.
Yeah, man, we got a new show
We got
coming
a
on
new
CMP.
show coming out on CMP, man. I'm super duper excited. WWJD, What Would Josh Do? Check me out tomorrow, 7 o'clock, man. We going live. It's going to be super dope. C's going to be my first guest. We hoping to get Dr. Margot Lewis Ja on the show. Let's go.
She said send the invite. Now, you got to
Yeah,
come through, Doc. You got to pull up in person.
Yeah, you got to pull up in person.
Yeah, please. I would love to.
Yo,
definitely
she's
sit down
super
with
dope,
her.
man. Y'all going to love her, man.
Definitely need that.
I think it's important that we're talking. I think it's important that we're moving in unison to help these children. When we were younger, man, I want to say they weren't really moving for us, right? If we had went,
It wasn't that they wasn't moving. It's that the male presence wasn't as strong, and the males that we had out here was, I don't want to say they was corny, but I wasn't trying to listen to them. I ain't had nobody coming up that looked like me, coming up walking to me.
nobody. So I'm saying they were not.
It was females out here. It was definitely the women always been on the front line for the city. The movement just wasn't. We ain't had nowhere to publicize it. We didn't have a CMP radio. We didn't have a Facebook Live. But it was definitely sisters out here always. You know what I mean?
I know. What's the pastor day? Damn.
The boy from 23rd Street.
Yeah.
I can't never think of his
Say
name.
look,
Big. I mad respect to him because he was the first brother that stopped me, and I actually.
Talk to me too. He said, "Brother, what you doing out here?" I said, "Man, I'm trying to make enough money to feed my family."
And you know
bro.
that's
So-
why? Because he
Yo.
didn't come up to me as a pastor. He didn't come up on the blocks with no collar on or no church attire. He didn't even wear a suit. Like,
I don't
he
know
came
if
up
y'all
looking
know
like us.
him. You might know him because he around our age, but big shout out to Bishop Kendon Gibson too. He also a police chaplain. Like, yo, he from the dirt. Like he was that for me. He was one of them people for me that was like, yo, what you doing? But so big shout out to him. It's dope that we got other men in the community, and it's dope that that I recognize myself first and foremost, right? That we need other great men around us. Like that's thorough. Like we need to understand that's thorough.
Absolutely.
Like we didn't live their whole life having all these nuts around us lying to us.
Right.
Shout out to Gio. Like they was programming us the wrong way.
Right.
You lied to me. You had me thinking that going upstate, going to jail was a rite of passage. That shit was thorough. That's not thorough.
That shit's corny.
Corny.
That wasn't thorough.
Nothing corny
I'm
about-
grateful
about
that I
sitting in
made it
jail.
out. I'm grateful I was a liar my whole life. But it's like, yo, that's not thorough.
Nah, that's really suckers. That's like sucker activity to send a young man down that path. Like, you feel me? That's
We've all gone down that.
we've
path.
all gone down it,
Some
but
of us are still on that road.
Tomorrow, 7
that's
o'clock.
because we didn't really have the guidance that we trying to
here
offer
now.
these young men.
It's here now. So
Yeah.
I don't want to hear no excuse.
But we talking about when we was growing up. We wasn't talking
all
about
right.
right now.
All right.
I understand right now because right now we ain't gonna allow it. We ain't gonna allow it to be no
Nah,
suckers.
it's not happening. It's not
Feel
happening.
me?
We
Shout
got
out to brothers movement like him, the Hemi movement, muscles in them up there.
Yeah,
to
shout out.
them.
Yeah, big shout out,
feel
man.
me?
Big shout out to all the
Anybody
community
that's
leaders,
doing
the men
positive.
and the women, man. Because like you said, big shout out to the women who were a lot of the trailblazers,
I was about
bro.
to say they paved the way for this. in the
Yeah,
city.
absolutely. They was a lot of the trailblazers for the city.
Ms. Josh said they only gave you what they had. I look at it differently. I said they only talked to the people who look like them. Because when we were out there in the street, they saw us. We was the bad kids. You know what I mean? You can't change them. You can't change them. If they would have implemented just a little bit of hope like my grandmother did, you feel me? And her friends, when they saw me, come here, why you out there? And I said, it's all about money. My grandma
But that's the
said,
key word, bro.
Hope.
You just said, grandmother.
Right.
We not from that generation. We from the generation
last
of
of that
babies having
generation.
babies. Big Mama house don't exist no more. Sunday dinner don't happen.
It don't.
Everybody at the table with a cell phone, bro.
That's if they even at
Nobody
the table.
cared. That's even if they at the table.
Niggas eating their own
Somebody got dinner
room.
plate in the living room upstairs. It's no more. It's no more Big Mama
and you know
house.
what's crazy? My household is guilty of the same thing.
But
We don't
that's
sit
where it
down and eat
starts.
dinner together.
And that's where it started, though.
I don't
Bro.
even
And
eat
that's
the
why
same time I
conversations
TV.
like this could be so beneficial because, like you just said, now you know. You like, hold up, that's I just made myself aware of this. So what are you going to do? You feel me? Because we know that that's a part of the issue. It's no more Big Mama no more.
Excuse me. Nah, that's a fact.
They manipulated us.
But we have to pass that down to our children though, because we did have a Big Mama.
Right.
And I always say, again, it comes from I wrote a letter to my dad. It's a part of, and so I'm writing a book, and so when I say it's a part of my inheritance collection, and my inheritance collection, I did something really neat. I wrote letters to pretty much everybody in my family that I could think of, and it's my inheritance. So, and I got it from, it's a hadith that said that, that people were looking for the inheritance of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So,
and
what's a hadith for some people that might not know? Because I don't know.
So a hadith is an Islamic
Verse in the Quran.
Like a scripture.
No,
in
so
Islam.
yeah, it's completely different. Hadith is a letter related by somebody that was attached to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or it came from him himself. And Allah, I don't want to get into that because I don't want to mess it up. Right. But pretty much it's like so if you're thinking about it in Christian terms, it would be like a gospel,
right?
So to say, right? Okay. Easy,
right?
So, and it was saying that when they got to the masjid, they was like, "Yo, where the inheritance at?" And they was like, "It's the Quran." That's the inheritance, the knowledge that we pass down. So, in one of my in a letter that I wrote to my dad, it said that what our children inherited. What they inherited becomes their heritage. Their heritage becomes their tradition. If you in the house cussing all day long and your kids start cussing all day long, that's their tradition now.
Right. Everybody gonna cuss.
They inherited that from you. It became their heritage. Now it's their tradition. And the tradition is what they're passing down to their children. That's going to become their inheritance. That's going to become their children's heritage, and it's going to be tradition. So we really got to pay attention to what our children are inheriting.
Right.
What are we passing down? What are their traditions going to be? Is their traditions going to be running around here not caring about education, not just running around here aimlessly? Is their tradition going to be prison? Is their tradition going to be, selling drugs? What is their tradition going to be? It's one of the reasons why I work so hard at changing my legacy. Because you could say what I did in the past, and I did it. I did it all. But the legacy that I created for myself now, when you say Joshua Shockley, the lead youth development specialist, Joshua Shockley, the volunteer firefighter for Upland, Joshua Shockley, the person who's out here rocking out with G-Vine, Joshua Shockley, the person in Peace Walks. When you mention this Joshua Shockley today, I'm nothing like the J Bear I was back in the day. He still exists. He still exists though. I recognize him every day. You got to. I recognize that beast every day. I wouldn't dare allow him to come out.
Why?
I'm scared of that man. He unreliable. That man unreliable. That man nutty, man. He wild boy, man.
When do you think you locked him away and allowed Joshua Shockley out?
My second time going to prison.
Why?
So I did 4 years, right? And it's an old saying that says, when you go to jail, you remember 2 days, the day you go in and the day you come out. And for my first 4 years, that was very much so true. Right? I went in, my books was love, everything good. I was a lion. I was good.
Right.
I came home and it was regular scheduled programming. I still knew enough, and I still had great people in my life, like Dr. Louis Ja, who helped me, who got me into Delaware County Community College, who pushed me to do better. Right. John Austin, big shout out to John Austin of the Chester Children's Chorus. A lot of people don't know that man raised me from the age of 12 to 16. So big shout out to him, but he also showed me that it was better. He was the one who taught me to read. Not taught me to read, but pushed me to, taught me the power in reading, the power in books. So, it's a tough road, man. You gotta be willing to put that work in. You gotta be willing to put that work in.
And that's what it's all about, man. Listen, man, you had a powerful story. I was speechless for a minute, man. I was over here. I was just soaking it in, man. Like,
'cause it's real, bro.
And I know you feel me?
Yeah, it's real, bro.
And so for me to see here, to know the Josh from back then, and to see the Josh that's sitting here now, man.
In the finish answer, I'm sorry, in the finish answer your question, you know, when I went back the second time, I told myself, I'm like, yo, you gonna feel all this shit. Every missed visit, every missed phone call, everybody that passed away while you was here, every time you was depressed about something, every time you had to face that wall and cry at night, every time, every missed birthday, every time that you getting on the phone, oh yeah, I was just thinking about you. Nah, I know you wasn't. All right, I'll let you. I felt all that. I made sure I felt it. So when I came home this time, I knew exactly what I didn't want to go back to.
I did it. I did the first time I went upstate. That was enough for me, bro. Like, cause I don't think it was never meant for me to go through that, but I went through it so that I can be here right now. You know what I mean? And I was out there playing, man. Everything was a joke. Everything was funny. You feel me? I didn't take anything serious. I literally thought I'd be dead at 37. So it was crazy. My 37th birthday, I said, oh shit, like I'm still here.
And that's crazy to have them thoughts, man.
Like, my dad died when he was 37, so I'm like, shit, I'm gonna die like my dad. It ain't no big deal. I might die earlier, you feel me? But go to 37, still here. I'm like, yo, I gotta do something, man. I gotta change. Like, I can't do this drink. I can't, literally. And the radio station was born in 2017, that year. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck, I gotta change. And everything came to me, right? But when I was upstate, yo, Gio was up there, man. One thing I remember about Gio being up there, he ain't play no games. He was quiet. You feel me? And I'm like, all right. He's like, you good? I said, yeah. He said, you sure? I said, yeah, I'm good. Everything good on your block? I'm like, yeah, everything's straight. All right, cool. This us. This where we hang out at. You feel me? I didn't really know everybody up there. You feel me? But I knew I was going to read my 48 laws of power. You feel me? I was going to make sure I implemented every last one of the motherfuckers when I came home. And I wasn't going back up that joint, bro. I said it, and I meant it. You feel me? Even told the CEOs, I said, save my chicken, my Christmas dinner for me. I'll be back. It was like, why would you say something like that? Because I want you to think I'm coming back. I know I ain't coming the fuck back up here. Ain't no way in hell. But things happen in your life when you're out here. And I asked you why you put him away, and you said you were scared of it.
Absolutely.
Go in a little bit more on that, on being scared of it. Like, what was it? Because you said he was unreliable.
Because that was somebody that I invented to run away from my gift. I invented that man to run away from my gift. I been knew I was intelligent.
Right.
I been knew I was smart. I been knew what I was capable of doing, but that wasn't the norm.
Right. It wasn't acceptable.
It wasn't acceptable.
You're a nerd. You're a lame. You're a L7. Oh, man, I got all that shit.
Singing Mozart, Beethoven, Bach, even knowing who them people was, that wasn't acceptable.
Yeah.
I was living two different lives. I was getting off. I was literally one of the privileged kids singing in Swarthmore College choir. At 14, 15, 16, I'm getting off the choir van from Swarthmore, bro, going around the block and being somebody completely different. So I'm scared of that man, but I hate him too.
Right. Because he took over.
He took over.
Right.
Cost me 10 and a half years of my life. I tell people all the time, when I say that I know I'm great, when I say that, yo, I know I'm a king, when I say I know what I'm capable of, I don't say that stuff lightly. It took me years to be able to admit that about myself. I ran from me. I ran from my gift. I ran from it. So when I say like, yo, no, like this for real, this is serious, I really mean that shit. Like, this is real for me. It's nothing that none of the young boys can say to me that I don't know, that I ain't been through. I done heard every lie. I done heard every story, all the crazy ones. You can't tell me I done lost my brother out here to gun violence. I done lost my son to suicide. You can't tell me nothing. I done did the years, 10 and a half of them. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. And ain't nobody never brought nothing in my mustache.
Listen, man. If y'all ain't feeling this, man, I don't listen. This is
I
raw.
worked hard.
It's
I worked
passion.
hard to be able to admit this shit, bro. Like, this don't come easy. So when you see us out there in the community, when you see a GO, when you see a CEEZ, when you see a CMP, when you see us like, yo, like, know that we dead serious. Because I got real life issues. I just had court today, bro, only for them to reschedule it to next month.
Right.
I got real life issues.
Definitely got
When I
real
tell
life
you that
issues.
sometimes my cup be half full, but I'm still going to pour into somebody else because it might fill yours up. Or maybe yours was empty, so even if I could give you a quarter a cup that day,
Right.
I did a great service.
Absolutely.
Facts, man.
And when you talking about, because we talked about a book club earlier today, I think that's a great idea. You know, and I really want to get into that.
I just want to say, sitting here, and I'll be sitting here and I'm talking to y'all, and people probably wonder why CEEZ ain't saying nothing. Because I don't read enough, bro. I'm soaking this in. You feel me? I don't bring people up here to run my mouth. I come up here to spread and give other people a chance to spread their knowledge and say something that we all could learn from. You feel me? And that right there was just a powerful testimony, man.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like, and I'm so glad that this, like, first of all, shout out to Guns, because Guns was supposed to be here.
Yeah, big shout out to
You feel
Guns,
me? Hope
man.
my
That's
brother is doing
guy,
fine.
man.
You feel me? He had a little incident. Hopefully he's good. But everything happened for a reason.
I know it gotta be more to this life that I live. I know it gotta be more. Yeah, I know it gotta be more. And I'll be damned if I.
That's facts, man. It's got to be more. And we going to pull it out of each other. Because I tell y'all right now, man, this motivates me. I love being around the group of brothers that right now is trying to change the community because they helping me change. They helping me evolve.
What's the purpose of doing it together if you're not gonna want more? See, there's somebody that's higher than you.
Absolutely.
And if they're reaching down to grab you and pull you up, you gotta be willing to go. Cause they wasting time just bending down to pick you up. Like, come on, you ready to go? No, all right, I'm going.
And you got to understand the crab in the basket syndrome.
Oh yeah, I ain't dealing with
I
that.
tell my young boys, right, yo, your homie will look you in your face, right, and be like, yo, I'll die for you.
Right.
This the crazy part. They mean that shit. If something was to happen right then and there, they would jump in front of a bullet for you. They would die for you.
Right.
But will they live for you? When it come time for you to elevate, see, people will unconsciously pull you down. The scary part is that key word, unconsciously. See, your homie will still love you, but that's not where he comfortable with you at.
Right.
I gotta pull you back down to where I'm comfortable with you at. This is where I know you at. I don't know the elevation, Josh. I don't know the person who wants to succeed. I know the drug dealer.
I can't stand
I
this.
know the pistol popper. I know that guy. That's the guy I need to know because now you elevating. I don't speak that language. But you gotta be okay with elevating alone.
That's crazy that you said that part because I was just sitting there talking to one of my good guys. You from one of my good friends, and you know this brother, no kids. He same age as me. No kids, no real responsibilities. And my question to him is, bro, why ain't you never been on a trip? Why you ain't never been outside the city? You've been working since we was in high school. You've been working at the same job for almost 20 years. Why you ain't? He said, I'm scared to get on a plane, but you on a block every day.
Wow.
You on a block every day with young boys that's not scared to die. I said, so you not scared to die, but you scared to get on the plane. You scared to live. Go see something else. But you afraid that you might go somewhere and not want to come back? That's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
I mean, granted, your mom's still here, but your mom didn't live, bro. We can't stop, because I know that's one of my main reasons why I continue to stay stagnant at certain points because I can't leave my dad right now, you feel me? I had the chance to move out the crib. I got the money to move out the house. But I'm there because I can't leave my dad there. If I leave my dad there and he there by himself and he pass away, I'll never forgive myself. Not because I feel like I was being selfish. Listen, my dad took care of me all the way up until I was able to take care of myself, whether it was
Also,
legally
bro,
or illegally.
Don't think that you can't take dad with you.
Right.
Listen, man.
You feel me?
The point of moving would be to get space. We own our crib.
Right.
Yeah.
So the only reason I would move is to get space.
Yeah.
So why do that when I could just add on to a house that we own?
100.
You feel me? Get the basement finished, getting it finished, and move it. Like it's other options than just running and leaving my dad after he took care of me for the last 30 years.
Yeah. That's
what I'm saying?
I understand that, but my thing is like, you stay still You miss your blessings. You miss that bus. And it ain't
I
gonna
don't-
come for another. Literally, listen to me.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Right?
I'm listening.
I missed my bus 19 years ago because I always wanted to do radio. Radio was my thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go up to Power 99. I'm gonna do this. And I missed my bus because I was running the streets. Because I felt as though I had to make money now rather than make money later. This last 5 years, bro, I ain't made a dime, bro. And I appreciate it.
I mean,
Not making
I
money.
respect that, but
feel me?
that's two different entities, bro. I'm
It-
talking
it-
about a
it is-
sick.
It is, but it isn't, right?
feel me? And-
Because you're talking about a feeling for your father.
Nah, I'm talking about
money,
loyalty, bro.
right? And
You feel me?
loyalty is
Like,
money, bro. Everything is a
No,
currency.
this ain't got money. Because if that was the case, then I would go take my money and go move me and my family into our own crib where we don't have to.
But your dad
deal-
will stay there by himself, and you will have to help
Exactly.
him pay his bills.
Nah, I don't have to help him pay his bills. It ain't a money issue. I'm not there because of money. I'm there because he physically needs somebody to be there if he fall. How he gonna get to his phone to call 911? Even when I'm not there, the kids is there.
So
There's
you never
always
talked to him about
somebody
going
there.
To a nursing home?
Huh?
Never talked to him.
My
about
dad
going
too
to a
stubborn. I wouldn't even dare. I know how they treat
plus
some of
some
them
of
people
these
there.
nursing homes.
I
There's some
nothing.
nice nursing
I'm
homes,
in
bro.
good health, bro. There's no reason I can't take care of my dad, even on top of everything I'm doing.
I sent him out there with them old white ladies.
Nah, he don't want that. He don't even like white people. That's the last thing I would do. He would be so mad at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad from the era. He from the '60s, bro. He had to do a race ride in the Navy. Like, he don't like white folks at all. He don't tolerate them. Don't want nothing to do with them. Like, listen, it ain't a white person in the world that he like. Period. He might tolerate them, but he don't trust them.
That's crazy.
Hey, listen, you gotta imagine. He come from when nigga it was white only water fountains in Chester. He come from an area in Chester that some of us didn't even know existed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Chester used to be a all white city.
Yeah. Especially where you living at right now.
Yeah,
It's
it was
crazy.
all white. When I first moved over there in '95, it was all damn near still all white.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they started knocking down the west side, rebuilding these projects, and they had to place these people somewhere.
Once they knocked
Section
down
8 came over to the east side, and everything went downhill.
white flight, everybody
You know what I'm
got
saying?
Section 8.
So, but
I
that's
can rent my house out and not have to be responsible for fixing anything. Awesome. And they left. And went out in Swarthmore and media and yeah.
but you know what's crazy? You'll never see a for rent sign in those areas. All them houses be for sale.
Yeah.
They not giving us the opportunity to even think about coming in this neighborhood. If you do come in this neighborhood, you gotta have the money to live here, and you gonna think
I'm
twice
not
before you
even
act
falling
crazy.
for that old American dream no more, though, bro. I don't want to buy a house. I want to buy land.
Yeah, facts.
I want to buy land. That's the old American dream. You want me to spend $500,000 on a house I don't own the land
And I
on.
don't even own the
And
land.
I
on.
could spend half of that on some acres, and I could build whatever I want on there. I could bring my whole family, start a farm or anything. This,
And it's crazy because my dad, before he moved over on the east side in 2000, he owned the house on 291 before they opened it up. You feel me? And he was one of the last people to move. He was holding up the process for so long because he owned his house. But the city owned the land, so eventually we had to come to a settlement. Like, he like, all right, well, I'll sell it, but y'all got to give me enough to put me in a nice house. You feel me? And I'm mad. And sometimes I kind of, because I talked him out of moving out of the city. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, damn, what would my life be like if I wouldn't have, would I left?
but that's what I said. You can always take him with you, though, bro. Keep the house. You can rent that joint out to Section 8. You know,
Yeah, but I would have to be moving into something bigger. And that's
Absolutely. That's the
maybe
goal,
one day,
though.
man, we'll be able to do that. But right now, man, I'm just making space for what I got. You know, make do
You
with
will
the
be. You will be.
situation.
It's coming.
You feel me? Like,
It's definitely coming.
I just don't. I just think it would be more stressful to jump up and move with 2 new babies on the way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely get it.
Still got a gang. Ain't like I got 1 or 2 kids, bitch. I'm ready to have 6 with these twins and her son. And I got a dog now. That nigga's a high ass bill. Pitbull, boy. I'm ready to put him on Facebook Marketplace. Little rap. Anybody looking for a male pitbull, holla at me. The price is right. Everything must go. Maybe even you. Real rap. Ain't that what Money Mike said?
But yo, bro, this John, it was definitely dope. I'm definitely super excited. Like I said, tomorrow, please make sure y'all tune in to WWJD. What
We
would
right
Josh
back at
do?
it.
We right back at it, man. We right back here, same place, same time, 7 o'clock. Tune in.
Yeah, man. For you all already know, Wednesdays, every Wednesday, Kicking It With CEEZ. I'm right here. Who we got? Next week I got, what's next week?
Yo, I had a dope time, bro.
don't even know.
This
Listen,
is
man, the
major, bro.
conversation was
I'm
powerful.
loving your platform, bro. bro.
I hope people really.
Your sneaker collection a little crazy too, bro.
Everybody say that, Gio.
Yeah, bro. I'm on it, bro. I'm a little sneakerhead myself.
We about to.
Come on, man. I'm saying the 25th, right? Talk about on 25th. Yo, you slow.
Because you played the flyer so early.
I played it early to say that what was going to be in the show.
Okay, I didn't understand. Well, listen, June 25th, man. Let me pull it up on my jack real quick because Pierre always so helpful. Damn,
Why you doing that? Check me out tomorrow too for the CMP community report for making a change.
Oh yeah, man, I did that joint one last week.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Boom, there it is. Now he put it up there after I pull it up. So next Saturday, not next Saturday. Saturday, June 25th, Sack Styles is throwing a fashion show that you're not going to want to miss, man. Tickets on sale right now. They $15, you feel me, from 12 to 7. You feel me? General admission is $15. VIP tickets, if they still available, they $25, you feel me? I see Nasir Leach going to be in the building with Johnny May. They're going to be holding it down on the red carpet and the hosting. Then you got me, man. I'm going to be there in the building. I'm going to be there interviewing the designers and, you know, some of the models. And it's anybody in the building, man. Some of the designers I see. We got Saks, of course. My fucking phone there. I can't see. It's probably these sunglasses. Mm-hmm. King Me Ambition, In Question, Ryan's Closet, G-Styles, Drip Apparel, and more, you feel me? Shout out to all those that's sponsoring. I see 2701 Sports Bar, of course, Kicking It With CEEZ. DJ Alamo gonna be in that building. You know who DJ Alamo is from Philly? Yeah, he used to be real hot back in them headshot DVD eras. I was just about to say that. I don't think he was.
Who gonna be there? Did you say Kicking It With CEEZ?
CMP Radio presents Kicking It With CEEZ. Let me not get big-headed. And you know what? Thank you, brother.
That's just what niggas do. Yeah, Kicking It With CEEZ gonna be there. All right, go ahead, be there, CEEZ.
Be there with no equipment. Be there by my damn self.
At all. No CMP Radio. Let's see what you
Nah, listen. You know what?
you,
I am not that bull. Yeah, you know I'm humble, but listen. They see it say CMP presents, you know what I mean? But for those, yes, CMP Radio, y'all know what I'm in the building, CMP in the radio. I thought y'all would know that already, but you know.
Shout out to CMP Radio.
Get my promotion, the voice of Chester, man. If it wasn't for CMP, I wouldn't be here. Let's not leave that out, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for CMP, a lot of y'all voices wouldn't be here.
100.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that tune in every week, man. Shout out to the people that tune in once in a while. Just shout out to everybody, man. All of y'all important, man. Shout out to everybody that's continuing to work. Keep working, man. If you're not ready, it's cool, man. But guess what, man? We need you.
Yo,
we need your voice.
Follow me on Facebook, Joshua Shockley. On Instagram, King_Josh 610. DM me if you want to get on the show. WWJD, What Would Josh Do? Presented by CMP Radio, starting tomorrow, every Thursday, 7 o'clock. Tune in.
And your boy will be in the building.
Absolutely. You know you have to be
I'm going to hold it down, man. So, what we going to do next is we going to slide into this Kick of the Week. You know what I'm saying?
Look like Dr. Job might be coming through, too. I ain't
that'd
going to make
be
no promises.
dope. That'd
but
be fire.
I'm going to holler at as soon as I leave here, and we're going to get confirmation. Then I'll hit you and let you know.
Yeah, man.
And I'll be posting it.
Got to get you a flyer made and all that. You got to get you a logo.
Absolutely.
You got to get all that popping. But we going to jump into this Kick of the Week. I know them drones look a little worn, but these right here are the Royal Blue 13s. They were inspired by one of my men, the Headband Brothers, Quincy Richardson. Shout out to him and Darius Miles. Back in 2010, he wore these sneaks when he played for the Clippers. 8 years later, March, they dropped, they dropped on March 3rd, 2018. That's why, I done had these joints for a minute, man. This shit, anything you see, not anything, because I ain't gonna lie like that, because I might bring my girl sneaks in. If somebody else got a dope sneak, I might bring their sneak in. So, but all sneaks, man, is real sneaks. We not putting up no fake pictures, man. We going for as long as we can, man. Because right now I got kids, I got obligations, so I ain't been buying no sneaks. I got at least a year worth of episodes though. I got a nice little closet.
I got a nice little closet too.
I got a nice little closet. You know what I'm saying?
I got some retro. I got some classes on right now. So
I see you. I see you got the air raids on. Yeah, you feel me? Listen, I know my sneaks, man. Shout out to all my sneaker heads, man.
Yeah, man.
You feel me? So listen, if you got a shoe, you just want to come kick it and show your shoe off, nigga, come through, be the kick of the week. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sponsors, we still open looking for sponsors. You know, anybody want to sponsor Kickin It Wit CEEZ, have your logo, your flyer, whatever played. If you're a clothing designer, I wear your merch every other week, you know. Holla at me, man. Let's get this money together. The support don't cost nothing, and I'm willing to support. So that's what we all about, supporting and showing flowers, man. So y'all, man, take it easy, be safe.
Speaking of flowers, man, check us out on Father's Day. We're going to be giving out some flowers to the men on Father's Day. We will be riding around in our personal vehicles, so please don't act crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say, so if I call up to you, you know what I mean, I give you a flower, fellas, no homo. Like, I appreciate
You're showing
you.
love. It's a statistic
But you know what?
That most men don't receive their first bouquet of flowers until their funeral.
I kind of think it should be a stipulation on that, man. You got to be a father.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be a father.
No,
I'm only giving out to
a
dads,
nigga
bro.
that ain't got no kids.
Yeah, no.
Or no deadbeat.
I'll even take a stepdad. If you're a solid stepdad.
Boy, stepdads matter. I'm a stepdad.
Absolutely.
What you mean?
Yes.
Stepdads definitely matter.
So, yeah, we giving out flowers, man, to the men on Father's Day, to the fathers on Father's Day.
Yeah, man. So, y'all know, be on the lookout, man. We in your community. If you see us in your community or you see us in the area, man, don't just know we there for positivity, man. We there to spread love and bring peace and good energy, man. So, show us love, embrace us.
When you see the SUVs pulling up back to back, that's us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we ain't nobody ready to no drill. We ready to hop out. We ready to hop out and hand out some flyers. You know what I mean? Talk to a couple of good brothers. Because all of us are good brothers. Even if y'all make bad decisions, you still good brothers at heart, man.
Without a doubt. That's what we here for. That's what we here for. Let them know that you can be a good brother, because education is power. When you know better, you do better.
Knowledge is power, man.
It's the most powerful thing that exists in the world, bro.
I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Love you, bro.
We'll be right back here tomorrow. We're going to do it again.
You
We're going to
already
spin
know.
back on y'all, you feel me? We're going to drop more knowledge.
What show you going to be on tomorrow, bro?
Man, WWJD, man. What will my man Josh do? You already know.
Tune in.
Tune in for that tomorrow. Next Wednesday, Kickin It Wit CEEZ. We here at 7, CMP Radio, the voice of Chester, man. It's the station. Yeah. Chester, what's up, man? You already know what it is. We back every Wednesday night, 7 p.m., Kickin It Wit CEEZ, CMP Radio. You already know. Let's get active.
You my nigga, I'm from a city where it's 2 schools. One you gotta go. Imagine if you had a funeral and don't nobody show it. Gotta hurt even when you die. Your baby mama heard you dead, she ain't even cry. Now who gon' raise your son? They ain't gon' teach him how to read, but how to raise a gun. They got him standing on the corner in the blazing sun. You know when it's summertime, the Lord is taking some. It might just be your family that he taking from. I'm giving them hope, you giving them hell. You fill it with pride, then you send them to jail. I'll give them a dream, I said, and you'll never fail. Just don't ever laugh.